All right, so this is going to be week 3 on this here T-bucket. I put the windshield and stuff back on there just because it's pretty much all buttoned up. I just got to strap up, and I got to get these fuel lines coming in between the frame and the motor. Wasn't really going to worry about that. If I'm going to take it apart and paint it, then we can address that. Then I just got the frame in the rear end is basically just strapped. He's got the panhard bar. He's got to get it to me. And then I believe he's getting the truck bed for it. And I think that this ginormous 15 or 20 gallon fuel cell is going to fit inside of it. I'm not 100% sure. I got to wait and find out when and if we get that. If it doesn't, we'll find a fuel cell that does fit. Other than that, everything's pretty much wrapped up in this thing. I started it and I put it in gear. It has a 700 R4 in it, and I'm not very knowledgeable about them, but it's got a TV cable here because the trans wouldn't go. So I think it had something to do with this. So I got the bracket for that to mount that. So I'm gonna do that real quick today. We got the gas pedal hooked up. We got it all hooked up. It's ready to rock. Today I'm gonna be working on getting my staple strip in here. I gotta build this out a little bit with some wood. So I got something to staple to be able to wrap the material on this interior. I'm not gonna go too far on that because it's gonna have a white interior. So if we're gonna paint it, I think we're gonna paint it red. And there's no way I'm gonna put the interior in this car and trust masking it off, because that'll be hectic. So he ordered me an RPM deck, and that's what I got. I don't know why. I sent him a picture of that one, and that's what they ordered. I don't like it. I don't really like doing things like that, but some things are out of my control. What can you do? I think that tech was only like $30, so I think my personal opinion, trash it and find one that sits more flush. I mean, you know, I could figure out a way to get that to sit more flush, take this down some more and make it sit back here, maybe paint that black. But I mean, that's a lot of extra work on my end. But I want my work to look good, even though I'm working with what somebody's giving me. Not what I'm ordering some things and picking up some things as I need them, but also some things he's buying. And yeah, what are you gonna do? So I went and picked up some the tires on the wheels. I'm not sure what the wheels are, 15 by 14 maybe, but the tires are 31 by 16 and a half. This rear end's not shortened, so they're probably gonna stick away out here, but it's gonna look cool either way. Maybe one day he'll shorten the rear end. So yeah, basically today I'm gonna work on getting me a wood border. I'm gonna use body filler, and I'm gonna cement the first piece to the steel, and then I'm gonna wood glue strips together until I get it about as thick as what these are here, because I don't want to go past that. I had thought about cutting these out. I don't think it needs them. Fiberglass bodies don't have them, and this has got a steel rod, but I'm scared that maybe it's tweaked to get it to tack here, so I don't want to do that. I'll just risk not having a spot right here to staple my vinyl, which is a little sketchy because you get a staple here, but that might leave you a funky spot there. But we're gonna do what we can do. Excuse me. I don't know why my nose is always so runny out here in this garage for some reason. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'll come back on here with an update once I get the first piece in, and we'll go from there. So this is basically the plan. I got them pieces cut and fit in there. I'm gonna attempt to use body filler. I got them hardening right now. We're gonna see if it'll stick. Find out if I gotta grind this down clean. If I have to, I will, but I've basically got like most of the pieces cut, and then what I'll do is I'll just keep building it up until it builds out. Probably 1/8 inch board on the outside of that. Just play it by ear and we'll see what happens. So that's what I'm gonna do to bond that to the steel, and then I'll use wood glue, and obviously I'll tighten them up as I go. Them are just in there just for something to adhere to. And then, when they get up here, I'm gonna try to make them as tight as I possibly can to that, because I'm gonna need to staple right next to that. We'll see what happens. Got all the strips bonded real nice. Got them couple back ones still bonding. I know this bonded good because of that curve. Would have popped that board out. Stuff's hard as a rock. It's the only way I can think to really do it. Now I'm gonna just start wood gluing pieces together till it builds out to here. That'll give me somewhere to staple when I pull that vinyl over. We'll see what happens. I mean, I've never done this before. I'm just kind of winging it. I hooked that bracket up. It was a little funky, but like everything else, gotta kind of make things work, but it works. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that solves my issue. All right, so we got a couple pieces laid in there. I gotta do one more, but I sanded that just to get an idea. So I gotta build out one more. This obviously none of that's gonna be seen, but this lip, this is gonna be hidden by a like a hide-em joint type deal, hide-em strip. But I'm probably gonna go ahead and skim this all the way around. I'll skim it, I'll sand it smooth until I start to see wood. So I'm just gonna put one more in there. This ugly piece I got here is kind of my idea for a backrest. I just got a little brace that I'm gonna put at the bottom. This is gonna get like a 2 or a 3 inch foam on it with like a 1/2 inch foam diamond stitch. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do all that, or how I'm gonna do it, what I'm gonna do. I might kick it in more, but that's about where it needs to be for this board to come back nice, and then they'll meet right there, and it's the best spot for it to meet. I don't know if I like that much of a gap up there. Maybe my foam will fill it. I don't know. We're just going with it and figuring it out as we go, but I know I'm liking this so far. I am liking that. I had to square that corner back up nice again. That's why I took it all the way down. I mean, if I'm painting this, I'm taking the whole bucket all the way down anyway. It's full of Bondo. I'm kind of scared, but it's got a lot of flaws. This is all bumped out right here. I would like to try to make this thing straight as I can. But yeah, I'm making the next piece for right here. I got one more piece to do here. I've only got so many clamps, so I'm kind of just doing that and gluing those as I go, and then I'll remove this one once it's dry enough, and then I'll leapfrog down to that one. And I'm just going to keep it going and going and going, and then I'll start sanding this as I go. Get that smooth. It's still raised up, which is fine. I kind of do want the wood a little bit higher because when I put the filler on there and I go to sand the filler off, I want to reveal the wood. I don't want to hit metal. You know, if I see a little bit of metal, cool, but I want it to be thin and just show the wood. I would like to keep a nice smooth skim over the steel. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I'll be back. All right, I got that last one on there. Got her smoothed off. I'm gonna attempt to put some filler on there. I got it mixed up, so that's why I'm in a hurry. I didn't think about doing the video, so we'll come back once we get that on there. I know it's kind of hard to tell in the video. I had a little issue right here. I must have been like leaning on it or something, and it was, I don't know, the body filler didn't stick, but that thing is, we like glass. It's nice and smooth. Kind of flatten that out a little bit. I'm not going to do another coat because you're not really going to see it. I just wanted it nice and smooth. I do got to make sure that this edge looks good though. So I started messing with it right here. There's a bunch of filler in this body already. So it's just going to be a matter of doing what I can. But man, that's smooth. I'm going to take this all the way back down because this little bump you do right here, I mean, it came out good just for one swipe. I just threw some filler on there just to see. I slapped a pile in between there just because I think the filler will probably help hold the wood, plus fill all the gaps in between that little bit of wood. Now I got a nice spot. I can't really tell where it's at, the staple, but I know that this stuff's about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 thick, that piece of metal that goes right here. So, yeah, come out pretty good. It's pretty smooth. I know that. We gotta mess with that some more. But that's another day. I want to get all the way around this. I'm still waiting on some more glue to dry. I should have just tried to cut them all and clamped them all, but I've just been kind of out here messing around, going around. Just out here, you know, trying to get a little bit of work done, creating dust everywhere. All good though. What up, what up? I don't know. I know I made a couple videos. I've just been kind of busy. But I do know 1, 2, 3. This is the beginning of week 4, so I'm going to try to conclude whatever videos I do have of the car. I've been working on the interior. This is pretty much my idea. This is what he sent me photos of. Interiors kind of like this, so I redid the door panel with the diamond stitching. I am probably not gonna run it all the way down the kick panel, but I may. I had to order some more for the seat. I've got the what you call it right here, the cushion. So I made this so the cushion slides up under that. Obviously, my original pattern kind of went out the window. I wanted to kind of do it like that and then do white, you know, solid here. But this is what they wanted. They wanted it like this. So this is basically Just got that tucked up and it's just stapled up, and then this foam's gonna go here, and then I'm gonna staple across, and I'll probably glue the top piece of vinyl here and staple it and glue it. That way it kind of holds the vinyl tight to here. When I go to pull this, I don't want it pulling it up too hard away from the seat back, but I am gonna pull this, you know, as far back flush kind of with this. It's okay if it poofs out a little bit, but I want to try to get it as flush with this. This has a 3-inch foam on it. It's real nice. This is all 1/2 inch backed. And yeah, so that's where we're at with the interior. My carpet's all dusty, but I'm not sure if we're painting or what's going on with that yet. I'm waiting to get the word on that. See, I was thinking about doing red piping, like on things like in between here and stuff, but you know, it's just there's not a lot to be piped unless I would have actually made this like a cover, and then I could have piped here. I mean, I still could have sewed a piece of piping on that corner, but it's just, I think it would be kind of overkill. I think it would look okay around like this seat here. And then definitely, because this is going to be diamond stitched, and then this is going to, I might lose this piece of foam. I'm not sure yet. And then this will be diamond stitched, and then this is going to be solid to match this. And this will be pulled around too. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got. He brought me the truck bed and another gas tank. So this gas tank's cool and it's going to work. It's not too tall. The neck sticks out some. I just got to get a couple fittings for it and whatnot. But a little nice fiberglass bed. He even put the floor in it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mimic the seat with the probably like a 2-inch pad, and then I'll make sure this is right dead in the center, and then I'll cut that out so that way the cap can, you know, be sticking out. I get things and the ideas just start coming. We got the funnel somewhere. We got the pan hard bar for it. I'm just gonna have to figure out what and how I'm gonna get it on there. I got to get this tank off tomorrow. Get that. I drained it yesterday because, you know, I was pretty much getting this thing ready to roll it out because I didn't know what we were doing. And so I had fuel in the tank. I hooked all this up temporary just to get it started and move it. But I don't know. I guess he wants me to keep it moving, so my thing is, it's just kind of not moving along as fast as I need it to, because I need to get this thing done. I can't really just store it in my garage. If money's the issue, then it needs to go back home for a few weeks or a month until you stack up enough money to rock this thing out. But yeah, because it's just taking up a lot of space in here for, you know, what I'm doing, and I'm kind of doing a huge favor on it. And, you know, I could be having another car in here. I could be working on my flip cars. Got a white car out there waiting to be sold for $5,000. I got to find a ground on it. That could be in here. I could have did that. But it's cool. I'm happy to be working on it. I'm not mad about it by any means. I just would like to get it moving along. So I had to tell him that today. Like, I got to know what we're doing. What's the plan? Because if it's got to go back to your place for a little while, we'll finish it later. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to take that tank off, try to figure out that pan hard bar. He brought me some trailer lights, so I'm going to figure out, I don't know, I might find a set of lights to put in the back of that truck bed to make it look good, and then just bill him for it. I'm gonna have to figure out, because the angle of the front of it, because this is made for a fiberglass kit car. This one's more straight. So I'm gonna have to do some customizing to that. So yeah, but back at it. I did all that. Oh, we got a steering wheel for it. Pretty cool steering wheel. He only paid like $30 for it. Oh, cheapo steering wheel, but shoot, for $30 it don't look bad. I need an adapter, but not a bad steering wheel for this car. It's small. It's got the flat, so you can get. It's already hard enough to get in and out of. I would have put a Motion Raceworks Fox body column in here with a removable collar. Put me a hook up here on the window. But yeah, I like my door panel. Come out good. The kick panel looks good. I'll probably diamond stitch it. So, I'm just gonna go over the vinyl that's on there and diamond stitch some padded vinyl over it. It's all got red. I think it's gonna be red. So, alrighty, I'm gonna try to get these posted. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back. I'll be back as I do things. I had kind of got stumped a little bit. I had to go back to work a couple days, and then we were doing the Fox body stuff. Sunday we'll be back working on that on Sunday. And then, yeah, that's what I want to get done. I want to get my car running. I'm tired of listening to this 350 run. Everybody's talking about, oh, that sounds good. I just want to be able to come over here and be like, oh, listen to this one. And start this boy up one time. I like starting this car in the garage and watching people grab their ears. This car sounds pretty good, though. I'm still on the fence if that thing's got a stock cam or not, but if this would be the motor that would have came in like a WS6 or something like that, so them cars sounded good, factory, so it might be factory. But I know this thing will probably get up and go. We'll be back. Like and subscribe. Like I said at the end of the last video, I'll give away a relay panel at 500 subscribers. It'll be an 8-position relay panel. I sell them for $200 or $250, so be a $250 value that I'm just going to give away to somebody at random at 500. I'll do a video, and then I'll give a time limit, or I'll go live or whatever and give a time limit for people to comment. And for the folks that comment on there, I'll enter them. And then we'll do a hand drawing on live and just give a panel away, free shipping and everything, shipped to your door. Whether you need it or not, you can sell it, you can burn it, you can break it, you can arc it out and hook the ground up to positive and backwards. You can do whatever you want with it. I would suggest, if you don't need it, selling it. But yeah, $250, 500 subscribers. So like and share my videos. I know I'm probably kind of boring at times, and I talk a lot, and I don't have nobody to film, so I don't really do much of what I'm doing on camera, because for one, I do a lot of cussing when I'm working, and I throw things, and I'm a normal mechanic, so I don't feel like sitting there and editing my videos like that. But if I had somebody to hold the camera, I would do things, but then you're just going to time lapse it and whatever. And so I just explain what I'm going to do, and then I do it. It don't always get done how I think it's going to get done, but it gets done nonetheless. Like the interior, I just wing it. I had no idea how to do this interior, no clue. and I'm just doing it, you know. I mean, what else you gonna do? Like wrapping this? That's gonna be fun. I gotta sew a seam in here, because there's no way you're gonna get that one piece, because you'll have a big old wrinkle here. So I'm gonna have to measure this, figure out the length of the material for this, and then, you know, figure out this and make sure that they're the same on each side, and then cut this one and cut this one, and then sew a French seam in here. And yeah, and then all you can do from there is pray to the good Lord above that it works out. So far so good though. Everything looks pretty good. That was neat, customizing that to try to match that. I could have put that little groove in it. Could have used the file and made a mark and just went around it with a file and then sanded it and put that groove in there. But hey, that looks pretty good for what I had to work with. Man, I'm hoping for the green light to start doing body work on this thing, because I don't want to put that interior in there and then do body work and paint. That to me is retarded. I got to body work all this. As you can see, I already started. Got some Bondo on there just to fill that in, like I showed you on the other side. And then I had to raise this up quite a bit back here. It was all, I don't know what was going on. And then I got to be able to clean this corner up real nice. I mean, I kind of started doing that because he was talking about, oh, we just painted with the interior in it. So I've got to have this all body work to this whole corner and edge right here, because the interior is going to be stapled right here. Like, there's no way I wouldn't, you know, mock up the interior, get it 95% in the car, and then I'll just take it all back out, because you can take it all back out and then body work it, paint it, and then put the interior back in carefully. Anyway, I'm out of here. Like and subscribe, and hopefully we get up to that 500. I want to give a panel away, and then when we get to 1,000, we're gonna do some more giveaways, and we're gonna try to just give cool stuff away all the time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you next week.